All right, let's talk about something a little strange. A paradox, really. You absolutely love your friends, you love your family, but the thought of them actually staying over, it kind of fills you with this secret dread, right? Well, it turns out the reason for that might have everything to do with how your brain is actually wired. So yeah, let's dive into this.
So, first, let me just ask you a quick question. Do you ever feel like your brain just doesn't have an off switch? Even when you're supposed to be relaxing, is there a part of you that's just constantly whirring away in the background?
Like maybe you find yourself constantly replaying conversations in your head, picking apart what you said or what you should have said. Or maybe you're always mapping out future scenarios, trying to plan for every single possible outcome. If any of that sounds familiar, you're in the right place.
And here's the first and maybe most important thing I want you to hear. If this sounds like you, there is absolutely nothing wrong with you. This is not a bug in your system. It's a feature. It's just part of how your brain is built.
So with that in mind, let's give this feature a new name. We're going to move away from that negative label, overthinking, and we're going to introduce a much more accurate and honestly a more powerful idea, deep processing.
Now, what's so cool about this is the shift in perspective it gives you. I mean, think about it. The word overthinking just sounds, anxious, flawed, reactive. But when you reframe it as deep processing, suddenly that exact same tendency sounds analytical, reflective, like a built-in feature of your mind. It's a small change in words, but it's a huge difference in meaning.
So, what exactly is a deep processor? Well, it's someone whose brain just naturally dives into some pretty high-level cognitive work. So instead of just reacting on instinct, you pause, you reflect, you analyze everything. And honestly, this is the very trait that can be a superpower. It's what can make you an amazing problem solver, or a brilliant strategist, or a super creative person.
Okay, so this whole tendency is powered by something that cognitive scientists call System 2 dominance. But let's break that down. Think of it like this. Your brain has two operating systems. You've got System 1, which is super fast, automatic, it's all gut reactions. That's what makes you duck when a ball comes flying at your head. Then you have System 2. It's slower, it's more deliberate, it's analytical. It's what you use to solve a tough math problem. A deep processor's brain, it just really prefers to hang out in System 2.
Okay, let's keep going and see how all of this connects back to our main question. We're going to talk about a very specific and often pretty unwelcome guest, the stress that comes with having actual guests in your home.
Right, so this is the central mystery we're trying to solve here. How does this incredible cognitive ability, this deep processing, connect to that quiet, nagging feeling of anxiety you get when someone asks if they can crash on your couch for the weekend?
To really get the connection, we have to start by talking about your home. For most of us, and I mean especially for deep processors, our home isn't just a place with a roof. It's a sanctuary. It's like a vital part of our mental well-being. One source calls it a decompression zone, and I absolutely love that phrase. It's the one place on the entire planet that's just for you, where you can lower your defenses, let go of all the pressure from the outside world, and just be.
I mean, just think about how much energy it takes to be on all day, right? At work, out in public, it's exhausting. Your home is supposed to be your charging station. It's the one place where that heavy social mask you've been wearing all day can finally come off, and your brain can actually get some rest.
But what happens when that sanctuary suddenly isn't your own anymore? Well, this brings us to the core of it. Why, psychologically, your home can start to feel, invaded when you're hosting someone.
Okay, so here's a really crucial point. Hosting isn't relaxing at all. It's a performance. It's this non-stop act of social monitoring, right? Your brain is constantly going, are they comfortable? Do they need a drink? Am I being a good host? And you're forced to put on this whole performance in the one place you go to escape performing.
And this creates something that psychologists call territorial stress. Really, it's just that low-grade anxiety you feel when you lose control and predictability in your own space. Suddenly, your routines are all messed up, your stuff gets moved around, your environment just isn't totally yours anymore.
And then on top of that, you've got this concept called cognitive load. It's basically just the total amount of mental effort your brain is using at any given moment. Well, hosting sends that load skyrocketing, and that's exactly why your home, your place of rest, can suddenly feel so mentally intrusive.
And this is where it all clicks into place. This is the final piece of the puzzle. We're calling it the deep processor's dilemma. So here it is, the absolute core of this whole thing. A deep processor's brain, just by its very nature, is already running at a high cognitive load just to get through a normal day.
Your baseline, your starting point for mental effort, is just naturally higher than a lot of other people's.
So, this is why hosting is just so uniquely draining for you. It's a perfect storm, really. First, your brain's baseline for processing is already super high. Then, you add this massive layer of social monitoring from hosting. That's a huge jump in cognitive load. On top of that, the territorial stress takes away your only space to decompress and recover from it all. And finally, your mind is just built to analyze everything, which makes every little social interaction feel like intense work. It all adds up to this perfect storm of complete cognitive exhaustion.
So please hear this. You are not antisocial. You are not a bad friend or a bad host. You're a person whose unique brain is being pushed to its absolute limit by a very specific set of circumstances. It's a matter of capacity, not a flaw in your character.
So that leaves us here, right? With a whole new question. The question is no longer, what's wrong with me? Instead, it becomes, now that I understand this, how can I honor the way my mind is built while still finding ways to connect with the people I love?